जय जिनेंद्र दोस्तों, जैन पाठशाला स्वागत करता है। This video contains Bhav Pratikaman, which is in English. It is translated by Dr. Priyadarshana Jain. She is Assistant Professor and Head, Department of Jainology, University of Madras, Chennai. Now, why Bhav Pratikaman? Bhav Pratikaman or expiation is undertaken in a very ritualistic way, periodically by the members of the Jain community. But in modern times, man has become very materialistic and is too much pressed for time and has very little time for devotion and spiritual growth. But if one can spare just 10 minutes before going to bed in the night and 10 minutes in the morning after waking up and contemplate thoughtfully on the contents of Bhav Pratikaman, one can benefit greatly and experience happiness and bliss in day-to-day life. This practice can change the direction of not just this life but many births to come. If one can memorize the same and recall at the time of death, he is sure to evolve to the higher realms of existence. Now Bhav Pratikaman starts. Close your eyes and hear. O compassionated and gracious Gurudev Tirthankar Arihant Bhagwans and infinite Siddh Bhagwans, the nature of my soul is anaharak, that is, not to take food. It is the body that needs food and not the soul. Still, I have been craving for food. Food that is with the life or lifeless or mixed has been enjoyed by me, yet I have not experienced contentment or true happiness. By doing so, I have bound karmas related to the present life, next life, and infinite future births. O Lord, that day will be an auspicious day when I shall realize and manifest the anaharak nature like you have done. O Tirthankar Arihant Bhagwans, the nature of my soul is anarambhi, that is, inactivity and non-possession. Yet my soul has taken all kinds of violent activity, take them and approved of those who do so. I have invested my precious time and energy to possess the material things which are impermanent and transitory and have been attached to them. By taking to violent activities and acquiring the possession, I have acquired intense karma related to this birth, next birth, and many births. I atone for my sins and beg forgiveness. I repudiate wholeheartedly and pray to you to give me the strength to realize my true nature like you have done. That day will be an auspicious day when I shall give up the violent activities and possessions and manifest my pure potential. O Tirthankar Arihant Bhagwans, the nature of my soul is non-violence to sustain the body and my life. My soul has taken to the violence of the mobile beings, that is, two-sensed, three-sensed, four-sensed, five-sensed being and the immobile beings present in the form of earth, water, fire, air and plants. From the one-sensed existence to the five-sensed existence. Wherever my soul took birth, it took to violence of different life forms and acquired grave karmas. In infinite births, I did not nurture the supreme virtues of compassion, mercy, etc. And I expiate for this shortcoming of mine. That day will be an auspicious day when I will manifest my non-violent nature like yours. O Tirthankar Arihant Bhagwans, the nature of my soul is akashai, that is, in its intrinsic pure state, the soul is devoid of passion like anger, conceit, pride, deceit, greed, etc. Still, my soul has taken to all kinds of passions besides evil thoughts, words, and deeds, and has attracted intense karmas related to this birth, next birth, and many future births. I atone for my ill nature, bitterness, resentment, inhumanity, and the atrocious evil passions which I have nurtured in the past and vow not to repeat them in future. That day will be an auspicious day when I shall perfect the great virtue of Shama, forgiveness like the omniscience Tirthankar Aryans have accomplished. O Tirthankar Aryan Bhagwans, the nature of my soul is Avashyak, that is supreme silence. Still, I have uttered false, harsh, and cruel words, piercing and brutal speech, hostile and sinful talk, and hurt others in many, many ways. Doing so, I have acquired inauspicious karmas, and now I repent for the same and atone for my sins. O Lord, grant me the strength to be upright and to speak the truth at all times and utter only beneficial, gentle, and limited words of practical value. Myth, Parimith, and Vyavhar Bhashya. O Tirthankar Aryan Bhagwans, the nature of my soul is achorya, that is, non stealing. But my soul has not been upright and honest in its dealings. Since time immemorial, it lacks integrity and dignity and has taken to dishonest means. It has robbed the precious lives of micro and macro beings, robbed the virtuous, disobeyed the Tirthankars and the Gurus. It has also promoted all kinds of stealing and thieving and approved of those who take to the same. Knowingly and unknowingly, I have neglected my true nature and taken to misconduct for which I expiate now sincerely. O Lord, grant me the will and the energy to resolve all forms of stealing and nurture the great virtues of uprightness, honesty, and non-stealing. O Tirthankar Aryan Bhagwans, the nature of my soul is avedi. It is beyond all kinds of sensual and carnal instincts, urges, and carvings. Still, my soul has transmigrated, taking different bodies of male, female, or transgender, neuter gender, physically, mentally, and verbally. I have nurtured unchastity and impurity and bound enormous karmas. I repent steadfastly for the same and censure all my weakness. O Lord, grant me the strength and the will to realize my pure spiritual nature, which is beyond all urges, cravings, and dispositions. O Lord, you are my ideal, and that day will be an auspicious day when I will manifest my true nature like you have done. O Tirthankar Aryan Bhagwans, the nature of my soul is aparigraha, that is, non-possession and non-attachment. Still, my soul has been deeply engrossed and involved in amazing wealth and all kinds of possession since time immemorial in the infinite births it has taken. I have not only possessed things with life, servants, and without life, furniture, jewels, etc., but encouraged and inspired others to do the same and approved of those who take to possessing the material possessions. By doing so, I have conditioned myself with the treacherous and infamous karmas and ruined myself. Now I expiate for the same and pray to you to grant me the vigorous to detach myself from the 9 kinds of external possessions, that is property, gold, grains, etc., and the 14 kinds of internal possessions, attachment, aversion, anger, conceit, perversions, etc. If I have taken to the 18-fold sins, 7 types of debaucheries, 25 kinds of perversions, violence towards various life forms, including the 14 kinds of samurcham, micro beings, mournful and cruel contemplations, then with the Arihants and Siddhas, revered Gurus, and my Atma as witness, I expiate for the same by saying Michhami Dukkadam. Michhami dukkadam means that the sin I have committed is wrong and not worth doing, and may that sin be fruitless. If I have hurt, injured, or killed any life present in the in of 84 lakh life forms by moving, walking, sitting, standing, etc., knowingly or unknowingly, then I expiate for the same by saying Michhami Dukkadam. I forgive all living beings. May all beings forgive me. I am friendly towards all creatures and nurture no enmity towards anyone. May all beings be happy. May all be disease free. May all be prosperous. May all be free from suffering and misery. May all realize their true potential. May I work towards the liberation of all by enabling them to be true followers of Jin Shashan. O Param Kripalu Gurudev, I take refuge in Thee. I surrender at Thy holy feet. I accept Thou as my master and seek shelter in Thee in this birth and in all my future births. Devotion, praise, obeisance is offered to Thee in order to imbibe the supreme virtues and to make myself pure, blemishless, and passionless. As one thinks, so one becomes. Hence, I am sure to become like Thee one day by realizing my true nature, which is not different from yours. I surrender wholeheartedly at Thy feet by thought, words, and deed, and I am sure this will destroy all the negativity of Kubuddhi, Kudev, and Kunakshatra, Kusanskar, that is false knowledge, false faith related to pseudo gods, and false conduct. In that place, I am sure to manifest Subuddhi, Sudev, and Susanskar. That is, rational mind, rational faith related to the right gods and right conduct. Though I can destroy the shackles of bondage and free myself from the cycles of birth, death, old age, disease, and all kinds of deluding and obscuring karmas that obscure my infinite divine virtues. By your grace, I can realize my pure self and liberate myself from all unfavorable conditioning. I have firm faith that I shall become like the one to whom I surrendered to. If I seek refuge in the Arihants, I shall become an Arihant. If I seek refuge in the Siddhas, I shall eventually become a Siddha. If I seek refuge in the Omniscience, I too shall become like the Omniscient. Lord, if I am devoted to the pious monks and nuns, I too shall evolve so that level and eventually rise to Godhood, which is my true nature. As you have become enlightened and manifested the divine characteristics of infinite knowledge, vision, bliss, and power, I too shall manifest one day my pure nature, and so I seek refuge in Thee.